So, folks, hold on to your hats. Hold on to your wig, your toupee, whatever is removable, because you're about to enter true crime from a police perspective. You're about to enter the off-the-cuff zone. The police, see the way I say that, the police off-the-cuff zone.
There has to be some common sense.
Yes, sir. They have the car stopped at 10th and Branch, Michael Byler.
We still don't know who pulled the trigger.
So the way many of the press are describing this is the third day at accused Gilgo killer's home. Well, alleged Gilgo killer. The search continued Wednesday as a swarm of investigators were back at the Massapequa home of accused Gilgo Beach killer Rex Heuermann for the third day, appearing to continue an exhaustive search of the property and the grounds. It was not immediately clear what investigators the house was searching for. Heuermann is next expected to appear at court for a conference in Riverhead on June 18th. As District Attorney Ray Tierney has previously stated, the work of the Gilgo Beach Homicide Task Force is continuing. We do not comment on investigative steps while ongoing, said a representative for Tierney's office, who confirmed that the search was continuing at the home today, which is Wednesday. Robert Macedonio, attorney for Heuermann's estranged wife, Asa Ellerup, confirmed Monday that the New York State Police and Suffolk County Police activity at the house. We really needed him to confirm it. And he says, he's quoted as saying, I assume it's the execution of an additional warrant, Macedonio said. He added that he hadn't received an additional copy of the warrant. Well, no one's sending you a copy, dude. These attorneys have access on the strength of them being an attorney to these court databases that they pay a fee for every year. So no one's sending him a copy. He has to pull it up, but whether it's available yet is another thing, which is probably not the case. Neither Ellerup or her son, nor the couple's daughter, Victoria Heuermann, were home during the search. Ellerup and her son are in South Carolina, and Victoria, who was home initially, was no longer there. And then he quotes, I can't imagine what they're looking for, since almost a year ago they executed one of the most extensive searches I've ever seen. Macedonio added that he believed they're not looking to arrest anyone, because, of course, he's, a little bit unnerved by that, since he is the attorney for the wife, Asa Ellerup. I'm sure they would have notified us if they wanted to make an arrest. And Michael Brown, Heuermann's attorney, also did not comment. Last year, the search of Heuermann's home went on for 12 days, and it included the home, an excavated on the grounds, and an Amityville storage facility. In April, after Heuermann's most recent court date, Brown said that he requested records recently that he said could shed light on a possible new suspect and provide insight into former Suffolk County Police Chief James Burke, who said had shown a lack of cooperation in the Gilgo investigation. At that time, the judge in the case said he'd like to see discovery completed by July. Heuermann, the Massapequa Park man originally charged in 3 of the Gilgo Beach murders, was also charged with the murder of a 4th woman, Maureen Brainerd Barnes. You see her in the picture there, in January. New DNA evidence helped connect Heuermann to all 4 of the deaths, according to Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney, who is prosecuting the case. Heuermann is charged with a 2nd-degree murder and A1 violent felony in the death of Brainerd Barnes on July 9th, 2007. A total of 11 remains were found in the Gilgo Beach murders, which rocked Long Island. The remains included that of a toddler and an Asian male. So as you could see, I used that word, the word nexus the other night. They're looking for a nexus between some of the victims, and obviously they're looking the evidence of the search warrant. That's what they're looking for. If they have evidence that they have, for example, the search of Manorville a couple of weeks ago, did they come up with evidence there that concerned them, that were like, whoa, let's go back into Heuermann's house and possibly make a connection, make a nexus, draw a nexus between evidence recovered in Manorville and evidence potentially we could gather from his house. And everyone thinks or thought that 10 months ago, when they were at Heuermann's house for 13 days at the storage facility, his office, his vehicles, they served search warrants. And, I can't imagine how much evidence they have. I used to use the term, they have tractor trailers full of evidence, but they literally have tons of evidence. Sometimes you collect evidence and you're not really sure how it is evidence, how it's connected to something, because the warrant is specific in a way, but it's general enough that you could say anything that could be related to the murders of these 4 women that he's being charged with. So general in a way, enough that they could collect. But now, why are they back there today? Why are they back there? And so many people, experienced people, not so experienced people, journalists, they're all dying to know, why are the Suffolk County Police? Why are the Nassau County Police? Why is the FBI? Why is the Gilgo Beach Task Force at Rex Heuermann's home?
Exactly. It's the Gilgo Beach Task Force returning here to look for inside Rex Heuermann's home, and also what brought them back here in the first place. Large bags brought out along with bins and boxes, and even a notebook. Some of the many items of evidence taken out of accused Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann's Massapequa Park house.
I think it's crazy, though, what could be happening in there, what they're looking for, what they're looking to bring out of there.
Investigators return after 10 months setting up tents once again in the front yard. You can see one carrying what looks like a camera bag, walking it to a trailer.
Oh, man, I can't believe it. Really, it's shocking again.
Etienne Divier is Rex Heuermann's next-door neighbor of 30 years. He says state police knocked on his door when they arrived to Heuermann's home yesterday morning.
He kind of, filled us in on what was going on and what they're doing, and they got a search warrant, and they're gonna be here for a few days. And I said, how long? And they said, we really don't know.
Heuermann's daughter, whose face is blurred, we're told was home. His wife, Asa Ellerer, and their son were out of town.
I spoke to Chris the other day, the son, and he told me that they were very upset that they delayed the trial.
Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney staying tight-lipped about the return to Heuermann's home.
Investigations evolve, new information comes in, and as that new information comes in, it becomes necessary to take additional steps. And that's what we're doing.
This after a wider wooded search in and around Manorville over the past few weeks. The DA confirming it's part of the same investigation. 4 of the 10 Gilgo Beach remains have been tied to Heuermann, who's been charged with murder. The remaining 6 murders are unsolved. The Gilgo Beach Task Force returning, bringing back out onlookers and neighbors alike.
It's just something that, we were biking. We're like, let's go take a look.
Just being nosy, I guess.
I hope this is the guy that did it, and they put him away.
Do you think they have the right guy?
Jeez, I don't know. I never seen Rex as violent person, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.